We will study polygons today. On the blackboard, I have drawn a large number of curves. In the language of mathematics, a straight line is also called a curve. Now, the first 5 curves are such that they are not intersecting themselves. So, they are known as simple curves. While the curves 6 and 7 intersecting themselves. The curves which intersect themselves are called non-simple curves. Now, curve 1, 2 and 3 are such that they have 2 distinct endpoints. Now, these curves we term as open curves. Now, the curve 4 and 5 are such that they start from a starting point and also end at the same point. Similarly, in figure 5, starts from this point and then again ends at the same point. Now, such curves which start from the same point and end at the particular point are called closed curves. In a closed curve, this inside portion is called the interior of the closed curve. The outside portion, everything is called the exterior, while the line which demarcates the curve is known as the boundary. Now, the boundary and the interior of the curve together forms the closed curve region. I can show you a straight line on the blackboard. Here I have make a straight line with this string. Now, this is an open curve. A simple closed figure is a plane formed by 3 or more line segments is a polygon. So, let's now try to see that can we make a figure which has 3 straight lines as sides. So, here I have 1, 2 and 3. Now, if I extend this, now can you see this figure? It is a triangle. It forms 3 straight lines, 1, 2 and 3. Same way, I can make another figure having 4 straight lines. I can make another figure having 5 straight lines. And I can make another figure having 6 straight lines. And I make another figure having 7 straight lines. And I can also make another figure having 8 straight lines. So, let's now see a closed figure which is made up of only straight lines in a plane. We call it as a polygon. Now, a triangle is a polygon with 3 sides. It has 3 sides, 3 vertices, 3 angles. We can also have figures like 4-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. Pentagon is 5-sided, hexagon is 6-sided, heptagon is 7-sided and octagon is 8-sided polygon. We will now try to see that the number of diagonals that a polygon has. In a triangle, there are no vertices which are not adjacent. X and Y are adjacent vertices, X and Z are adjacent, and Y and Z are adjacent vertices. So, a triangle does not have any diagonal. But a quadrilateral has B and D as opposite vertices and A and C as opposite vertices. When we join these two, then we get two diagonals. So a quadrilateral has two diagonals. A pentagon, we can join K and N, we can join K and M, we can join N and L, we can join O and L, and we can join O and M. How many diagonals have I made here? I have made 5 diagonals. So a pentagon has 5 diagonals. You can try yourself and make diagonals for a hexagon, for a heptagon and octagon, and find out how many diagonals do they have. Now you'll find that the number of diagonals of a polygon is given by the general formula that is equal to n minus 3 upon 2, where n is the number of sides of the polygon. So next we come to the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. All of you know that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Now to find the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral, what we do is we divide the quadrilateral into two triangles. Here I have divided the quadrilateral ABCD into two triangles, 1 and 2. Now the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. So the sum of the interior angles of a triangle, when I have two triangles here, it will be equal to 360 degrees. In the same way, you can find how many or what is the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. Now, the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon will be found by dividing the pentagon into triangles. I can divide the pentagon into 3 triangles. So, the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon will be equal to 3 multiplied by 180 degrees, which is equal to 540 degrees. So, next we come to the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon. Now this is given by seeing that I extend the sides of a triangle in order. Now these angles which are formed are called the exterior angles of the triangle. Now the sum of all these 3 angles which are marked by a cross is equal to 360 degrees. We can calculate it. Now in a triangle, these 2 angles will form 180 degrees as they are angles on the same side of the line. Similarly, these 2 angles when add up form 180 degrees because they are angles on the same side of the line. Similarly, these 2 angles will add up to form 180 degrees because they are angles on the same side of the line. So when we add up all these 6 angles, we will say that the sum of the exterior angles plus the sum of the interior angles is equal to 3 times 180 degrees. And if we subtract 180 degrees, which is the sum of only the interior angles, we get a number 360 degrees. Now this is the sum of the exterior angles of a triangle. We can also calculate for all other figures, and we have a general formula that sum of the exterior angles of a polygon is equal to 360 degrees. This is calculated from 180n minus 180 into n minus 2, where n is the number of sides. And the general formula for sum of the interior angles of a polygon is equal to 180 into n minus 2, where n is the number of sides. We can have equiangular polygons, that is, polygons in which all the angles are equal, are called equiangular polygons. We can have equilateral polygons. A polygon in which all the sides are equal are called equilateral polygons. And polygons which have all angles equal and all the sides equal are called regular polygons. If you enjoyed the video, then please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel.